So today I'm going to be changing things up a bit. Rather than me talking about some viral YouTube video or meme from like 10 years ago, I'm going to be talking about a meme that's relatively new and will most likely be at its peak or just past it by the time this video comes out. It's a meme that has grabbed my attention not only because of its popularity online and mainstream media coverage, but also for its ability to amalgamate several different meme sources and formats into one rather hilarious package. I'm talking about the recent explosion of the Storm Area 51 meme. By now I'd imagine you've certainly seen some variant of this tongue-in-cheek meme floating around on social media. The concept is simple. We all band together on a specific day and storm the notorious Area 51 military base located in the Nevada desert in the hopes of discovering all the secret advanced military technology and alien life forms sealed within its walls. And of course, this is all just a big joke, right? Well, this is one of those rare circumstances where a meme finds itself leaking out of the internet and finds its presence being felt in the real world.
A lot of folks are taking the internet-fueled idea of storming Area 51.
So how did all of this happen? Why is all of a sudden everybody and their grandma trying to storm Area 51? What caused the decades-old mystery surrounding the secret military base to come back into vogue seemingly overnight? Well, today I'm going to try to get to the bottom of this situation and tell you guys the story of how this meme got launched into orbit. But first, I gotta ask you something very important. Are you planning on enlisting as a Naruto runner in the up-and-coming Area 51 raid? If so, that's great, but in order for the cover not to get blown on our whole operation here, you guys gotta make sure when you're using the internet sharing battle plans and Area 51 memes that you're protected by a VPN. And there's no better VPN to use than the sponsor of today's video, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN allows you to mask your IP address behind any of its servers found across 94 countries. That way, if a website ever becomes classified in your country, you can just change your server location to another country and gain access to the blocked site. When you browse the internet with ExpressVPN, that also means companies like Google won't be able to collect data from your browsing habits, which will throw a wrench in any plan of them selling off your internet browsing history to money-hungry companies. I personally use ExpressVPN because I want to stay protected when I go into the sketchy corners of the internet for the research in these videos, but it's a good idea to have a VPN on board anyways. The service is less than $7 a month and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so take back your internet privacy today. Click the link in the description box to find out how you can get 3 extra months with the purchase of a 1-year plan. That's expressvpn.com/wavywebsurf, so make sure you guys check that out. And anyways, on to the Area 51 story. Interestingly, the creation of this Storm Area 51 meme can be indirectly traced back to none other than Joe Rogan and his Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
On June 20th of 2019, a new episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast was uploaded to YouTube. In this particular episode, there were 2 guests invited to the show. These guests were filmmaker Jeremy Corbell and conspiracy theorist and self-proclaimed physicist Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar in particular is rather famous for his claim to have worked at a secret lab called S4, which is found within a close proximity of Area 51. For decades, Lazar has claimed that the government had commissioned an operation to reverse engineer extraterrestrial technology at this S4 lab. He claims during his time at S4, a project was underway to develop an anti-gravity reactor which was to be used for aircraft propulsion, and also claims to have been shown 9 flying saucers stored within a secret hangar. During this episode of the podcast, Bob Lazar tells his insane story, and in my opinion, it made for a pretty captivating episode. And it seems like I wasn't the only one who enjoyed it, because the Bob Lazar episode ended up going viral on YouTube, accruing close to 6.5 million views as of today, making it the 11th most viewed Joe Rogan Experience episode of all time. The popularity of the Bob Lazar Joe Rogan episode would cause a temporary spike in the overall interest of UFOs, aliens, and Area 51 conspiracy theories on the internet, and would work to sow the seeds which would later grow into this meme. So now enter 20-year-old Bakersfield, California resident Matty Roberts. This man is responsible for taking the foundation laid by Rogan and crew and really getting the Storm Area 51 gag off the ground. The story goes that after watching the Bob Lazar Joe Rogan Experience episode, Matty Roberts was inspired to create an Area 51 related meme for his Facebook meme page. The meme he would create came in the form of a Facebook event and was rather humorously titled Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us. This event was published under the meme page in which Matty adminned called Shit Posting Cause I'm in Shambles. Matty's friend Smiley-kun is also listed as a co-host for the event. Scheduled to take place on September 20th of 2019, the description of the event states, "We will all meet up at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction and coordinate our entry. If we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens." The Storm Area 51 event page on Facebook would begin to gain steam in the days after it being posted and would reach over 200,000 confirmed attendees within a couple of weeks. It's important to note though, in the first couple weeks after this event page being posted, Storm Area 51 hadn't become this giant crossover meme that it is today. Rather, it was just another rendition of an old recurring gag that you see on Facebook where a user creates a spoof event for comedic purposes. But something about Storm Area 51 was different. There was something inherently funny about the concept of banding together with thousands of people from across the globe and Naruto running at the perimeter of Area 51 to unlock the secrets of the classified compound. Yeah, it's completely absurd, but this thing was destined to be a massive meme literally the moment it was thought up. In the comment section of this event, people would become ironically invested in the idea of storming Area 51, and you started to see meme-laced battle plans being drafted, which detailed the hypothetical plan of action of this Area 51 raid if it was to take place. One of the most cited battle plan drafts comes from a Facebook user named Jackson Barnes, and here is his map and accompanying write-up. Okay guys, I feel like we need to formulate a game plan. I've put together this easy to follow diagram here for a proposed plan. The basic idea is that the Kyles form the front line. If we feed them enough psilocybin and monster energy and say that anyone in camouflage is their stepdad and the entire base is made of drywall, then they will go berserk and become an impenetrable wall. Then the rock throwers will throw pebbles at the inevitable resistance. We don't want to hurt them, we just want to annoy them enough to not shoot the Kyles as often. While this is all happening, the two Naruto runner battalions will run full speed around the north and south flank and shadow clone jutsu, effectively tripling our numbers and overwhelm the base. After me reading this to you, I hope you can begin to understand why I feel like this Storm Area 51 meme is just a giant crossover meme of other formats juxtaposed within the setting of a Area 51 raid. In this example alone, you see various meme formats being implemented. You've got the Kyle/angry white kid caricature meme being used, the Naruto running weeb meme, and some monster energy in there to top things off. By the time July 12th would roll around, the event page had reached close to 400,000 confirmed attendees, and Storm Area 51 was beginning to spread across other platforms outside of Facebook. The boys over at R-Dank Memes would have their contributions, and eventually Twitter would hop on board as well. The Storm Area 51 format continued to morph and be remixed in different ways during its dissemination across the internet. The joke evolved into not just being about the raid itself, but people satirically joking about what they would do with the plundered tech or alien life discovered after a hypothetical successful raid was completed. Obvious remixes were those involving previously established alien memes such as Howard the Alien, the LMAO aliens, and Lil Mayo. But honestly, there were crossovers of all shapes and forms. Nothing was really off the table. From Avengers, to Ricardo, to Me and the Boys, even the dreaded brand meme. Hell, Storm Area 51 was even used as the theme for an animated music video for a new cut of Old Town Road. And keep in mind that Old Town Road at the time of me making this video is the #1 song in the United States. So you've got the #1 song in America using this Storm Area 51 meme as the cornerstone theme in its music video. That's a pretty damn influential meme if you ask me. And with that said, it now becomes clear that Storm Area 51 and Area 51 related memes are completely mainstream. Especially when you acknowledge the fact that cable news networks, notably Fox, have covered the internet's sudden obsession with Area 51 on a couple of occasions, and have spoken on the phenomena with a sense of boomer bewilderment. Not only is the mainstream media privy to the Storm Area 51 joke, so is the United States military, and they don't really think the joke is all that funny. On July 15th, just as the Area 51 Facebook event had surpassed 1 million confirmed attendees, the US Air Force issued an official warning to those planning on going to the site. Area 51 is an open training range for the US Air Force, and we would discourage anyone from trying to come into the area where we train American armed forces. The US Air Force always stands ready to protect America and its assets. So now we're living in the timeline where the United States government has felt that it was necessary to respond to a perceived threat from an internet meme. I really don't have an issue with this timeline. After the Air Force warning, Matty Roberts, the creator of the meme, was becoming concerned that things may be getting out of hand and reached out to the media in an effort to clarify that this whole thing is just a joke and people aren't really staging some giant raid on a US military installment.
Yeah, it was completely satire. I tried to make it seem as much as a joke as I possibly could, but there's definitely some people that are taking it seriously.
At what point did you realize, oh wow, this is much bigger than I thought, that people really are taking it seriously?
Once it got like past 500,000 people that were interested or going, I was just like, the FBI is going to show up to my house, and it got a little spooky from there.
Matty Roberts seems to think it would be possible to hold some sort of peaceful event or festival on this date rather than actually storming the walls of the compound. Quote, I want to make it like a festival of sorts. I want to have a bunch of different musical artists, everybody from the EDM world, and then maybe some indie rock, maybe some smaller guys that are up and coming. I've had a lot of people DMing the page saying their bands want to play there, which would be super cool. So now we're just gonna have to play the waiting game. This might be one of those situations where an update video may be warranted from me, but I'll definitely do an update if some sort of substantial development comes out surrounding this September 20th date. At the day of this recording on July 22nd, the Storm Area 51 event page has a confirmed 1.9 million confirmed attendees and continues to grow. Well anyways guys, let me know what you thought about the video in the comments section. I'll see you in the next one. Major shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys. Wavy Web Surf out. Peace.